Good day, guys. In today's video, I'm going to chat to you guys about generating business ideas. Remember that I'm busy with a free business mentoring course, and we're busy with the first phase of that business mentoring course, and this is the first section of that first phase. So the first idea about this video is just how do you actually generate business ideas, and that is what I want to stand still. If you check in the description of the video, there's a link to a page where you can download the worksheet that I'm going to be working from. Download that thing, take it, spend a little bit of time with it, and then I will talk you through what I'm going to be discussing with you. As I mentioned before as well, like I said, I've been an entrepreneur since 1993. I've been in the accounting industry since 2008. So I've got many years of experience when it comes to business and insights into different types of businesses as well. And so we're just going to unpack the whole thing about business ideas. I'm going to share a little bit about my experiences, some of the stuff that I've seen over the years as well. And let me head down to my computer and I'm going to show you what I've got for you. Yes, so the Business Idea Generator Worksheet. So this is quite an interesting topic because remember, any business must always start with an idea. You know, a lot of guys think that when they stand in bar with their mates next to the fire on a Friday night, and all of a sudden they get this idea and think, this is what I want to do for business, but then they never explore those things further. You know, and sometimes we need to put pen on paper and just look at those ideas and see what can work. You know, so I think the first thing starts with problem identification. So think about problems in your for you or your people around you that people face every day. This would be opportunities for new business ideas. What problems have you experienced recently, and how could you solve these problems? And I think this is something that you need to stand still a bit and just go think about it. And I think maybe I want to share two interesting stories. So the one person was youngsters. I think I just started my accounting practice. It was probably like about 2010, somewhere around there, and I was based in Johannesburg. I had offices in Boksburg. So these two youngsters came to see me, and they had this brilliant idea. Both of them were waiters at Spur, and they realized that at Spur at that stage, I mean, I'm going many years ago, talking 15 years ago, they identified a problem because the refuge at that stage weren't taken away on a regular basis. So the dustbins there by Spur outside was really stinking, and it was very unhygienic. So they went to their Spur and to the manager and said, listen, we'll start a cleaning service where we empty your dustbins every day. We sanitize in the area around the dustbins and stuff. And I think they bought onto that. And what happened is they actually, I think within about a year, they were probably servicing about 50 restaurants in the East Rand area, where they would then go and service their dustbins, clean it on a daily basis, sanitize the areas around that. And that is just one of the things, like I say, about the problem identification, where these two youngsters look at this thing, they saw, guys, here's an opportunity, let's jump in and do this thing. And I mean, back then, they were making loads of money, these two youngsters. I think they were like 21 years old. And I think the other one that I want to mention to you as well, this is a very inspiring story. It's I was involved with a youth start competition from the city of Cape Town, and they were identifying youth entrepreneurs and seeing what guys were doing in the community. And I remember it was during lockdown, or we obviously did the competition after lockdown, but one of the competitors, I can't remember if he won, he maybe came second or third. This guy had a bakery, I think somewhere in Mitchell's Plain or something like that, and he said that he was a baker. And lockdown, he got retrenched. He didn't have any work, and so he only had one of those small little ovens where those little chickers ovens, those small little one with a small drawer. And I think he was sitting at home and he didn't know what to do. And he saw a lot of school children walking past him on their way to school every day. And he said, but listen, I can bake. So with that thing, he started baking 6 muffins at a time. And I think now that is where it started. And I think the first day he made like 50 Rand. And this thing grew eventually, that he's got this big container now there in Mitchell's Plain. I don't know, I can't remember what the turnover is, but this guy's making bucks now just by baking. And it's just, once again, just a thing that is for opportunities. So listen, every day there's all these school kids walking past my house. Here's an opportunity where I can fulfill some of the needs. And even if you look at the rest of the guys that was in the competition, it's crazy. All of them either starts with a car wash or a mechanic or somebody doing nails and stuff. So just those opportunities where they can see a problem. So I think, so this is something that you need to go sit and think about. Go look at the problems in your area and see there's not ways that you can go and solve those problems. I think market gaps, so look for gaps in the market where products or services are insufficient or missing. Consider how your business could fill those gaps. So I think, so that's just very basic stuff. If you're living in a community, there's not a plumber there, let's say, for instance, that you need to open up a plumbing business if that is what you want to do or that is what you're skilled in. So I think, market gaps, that's really, really important. I mean, there's lots of stuff. You can look at restaurants, plumbers, garden services, all the stuff, but the stuff falls into that gap over there. I think, where am I now? Personal skills and passions. Think about your own skills, talents, hobbies. Turning these into business ideas can increase your chances of long-term success. So I think this is something that's really, really important. And I think over the years, I've seen many, many businesses fail because of this, where people go into a business or where they buy a business. I remember there was one guy who was a mechanic that came to see me, and this guy bought a hair salon. So I mean, this guy is so far from being something that he's passionate about, doing hair for girls. So his business, I think, only lasted about a year, and he had to close the business, and this guy paid a lot of money for that business. It was something like R1 million or 2 million rand. He actually went and bought the business, and the business didn't make it because obviously he's got no talent or hobby. He's not interested in it. The only reason why was in the business was for money. So I think, this is obviously a word of caution. Everybody watching this video, the intention is to make money, that is good, but you need to make money out of stuff that you're passionate about and what you're skilled about as well. So that's really, really important. Because otherwise, it might work, but the chances of working is very, very slim. Idea feasibility. Evaluate your top business ideas. Think about the challenges and how realistic each idea is to pursue. Prompt list your top 3 business ideas and note down any potential challenges or barriers. So I think that just talks for itself as well, to make sure that your business idea is realistic, and whether it's worth it to pursue it. If you want to become a world famous artist, but you've never done art before, then I think you're going to battle to get that idea to float, Your unique value proposition, or they call it UFP, so define what makes your business idea unique from your competition. Prompt what makes your business idea unique. Why will customers choose your product or service above others? I do recall a story that I heard once of a guy that was selling locks. And I think he was working for somebody else at that stage, and he just realized that the service in that industry was shocking. And because everybody was just making promises, they were never keeping to the promises. They were always delivering late. And so he saw a gap and said, listen, but if I can give the guys a unique value proposition to say that if I said something will be done tomorrow, 24 hours, it will be done in 24 hours. And this guy's got a huge successful business today because he saw this opportunity in terms of service delivery, and that is where he jumped in and he made a lot of money. So I think, that is something that you can look at in your community as well. Then the feedback loop. It's important to gather feedback early on. Identify who will ask for feedback and what questions will help you to validate your idea. Prompt who can you ask for feedback about your business idea and what questions will you ask. So I think this is just a very short thing, but it's a really, really important thing that you must start brainstorming business ideas in your community and see what opportunities are there and what it is that you can start in your business or what is lacking in your community. I think these days, with businesses changing a lot because a lot of businesses are doing business online these days, and people have websites and there's online stores and that type of stuff. But there's always opportunity. So I think the challenge is for you to go sit and brainstorm these ideas, spend time on it, make sure that that you get a handful of ideas. In the next video, we're going to be talking about testing ideas. So I think then we'll unpack that a little bit as well. Thanks for watching. See you guys for the next video.